You are not getting clients from your content, and you already know that. And here is what you don't know yet. The likes are actually the problem. Not the lack of them, the fact that you are getting them. And every time someone likes your post and keep scrolling, your brain registers it as a progress, as proof that what you are doing is working, as a reason to keep going. But your bank account is telling you something completely different. And those two things cannot both be true. One of them is lying to you. I'm going to show you exactly which one and why the content that feels like it is working, that reason you are not getting paid. Stay until the end because I'm going to show you the specific shift that changes what your content does. Not how it looks, not how often you should post, what it actually does to the person reading it. Building for trust actually looks like something that makes one specific type of person stop scrolling. Not because it is entertaining, because it describes their exact situation so well that they feel like you wrote it about them personally. They do not just like it, they save it, they read it 3 times, they send it to someone, they click on your profile, they will read your bio, and they think, I need to know more about this person. Feel the difference. One creates likes, one actually creates clients. And the only reason most business owners never make the switch is because they have been measuring the wrong thing for so long that they have started to believe likes equal progress. They do not. Here is the psychology behind why this happens. And this is the part nobody talks about honestly. When you post something that it gets likes, your brain releases dopamine. Same chemical that comes from sugar, from social approval, from winning. Your brain says, do that again. Do more of that. You post more broadly, relatable content, you get more likes, more dopamine, more confirmation. What you are doing is working. But meanwhile, your DMs are empty and your discovery calls are not being booked and your account is not moving. Your bank account is not moving because you have accidentally optimize your content for the dopamine hit instead of the business outcome. Likes are social approval. Clients are trust. The way I like to say it is likes are social approval. Clients are trust. And your brain has been choosing approval every single time. What does trust building content actually looks like? Let me be brutally specific. Trust building content names a moment, not a feeling, a moment. Not when you feel stuck in your business, no. But it is Wednesday evening. You have sent 3 follow-up emails this week. One person opened it but did not reply. And you have been posting every day and nothing is converting. And at that point, tonight, you are going to open a spreadsheet and look at your numbers and feel a specific kind of shame. You do not talk about it with anyone because admitting it feels like admitting you made a mistake starting this. You know how different it is? The second version does not get applied. It gets someone stopping mid-scroll and thinking, how does she knows exactly what last week or last Wednesday felt like for me? That recognition creates oxytocin, the trust chemical. One stopping mid-scroll and thinking, how does she knows exactly what last Wednesday felt like for me? And that recognition creates oxytocin, the trust chemical, the one that makes people follow, save, message, and buy. And it only happens when your content is that specific. And here is why most business owners never write content this specific, because it is vulnerable. To write content that specifically, you have to admit that you know what struggle looks like from the inside. You have to have been there. You have to be willing to say, I know exactly how dark that Wednesday night feels because I had that, because I have had it. And most people are too busy trying to look successful online to admit that they know what failure feels like. But here is what your potential clients actually need from you. They do not need another person who has all figured out, another guru. They need someone who has been exactly where they are, who came out on the other side, and who can look them in the eyes through a screen and say, you know what? I know that. I know. I have been there. And here is exactly what changed for me. It's the most powerful content you can create in 2026. And here is the practical shift. Before you post anything, ask yourself one question. This is exactly how I think. Who specifically is this for? Not your general audience, one person. Name them if you need to. What is their specific situation they are in right now? And what is the specific thought they had this week that they have not said out loud? If you cannot answer that, you are not ready to post yet. And if you cannot answer that, you are not ready to post yet. Write to that person, describe their exact situation with uncomfortable accuracy. Tell them one thing that shifts their perspective on it. One moment, one shift, and that's it. That is the content that stops being liked and starts being acted on. I know, because I made this mistake for months. I was posting content that performed, getting decent engagement, feeling like I was building something, but my DMs were quiet. Nobody was asking how to work with me. Nobody was treating me like the expert in years studying and practicing, because I was actually filming and writing for approval. The moment I started writing for a person, describing her exact situation with the detail that made her feel seen, not for everyone, just for her, everything has changed for me, and the most important, for my business went down significantly. But the most important, I've seen that people start DMing me. Not only that I improved my CTA, but I was attracting the right people who stopped trying to resonate with everyone, and I start trying, and I was focusing on my person. And this is the shift, and it is available for you right now to start practicing today. And if this landed for you, drop the word likes in the comments, and I would like to know how long you have been building for approval instead of trust. And if you want me to look at your content specifically and show you exactly which posts are building trust versus which ones are just collecting likes, come and find me on Instagram. The handle is in the description. DM me the word trust, and I will tell you exactly what to change. So subscribe if you want honest videos every single week that tells you exactly what is happening and what to actually do about it. No recycled advice, no recycled tips, no safe advice, just a real conversation between me and you. See you on the next one.